flag game. Let's get this underway.
And off the top, we're starting with Slider on that we get wiped side. Now Z Lofty, the man with the plan with that sniper rifle, see who he's able to spot out. Ooh, he's able to take down that player. I'm not sure if Lazy was able to get active camo down in time. It doesn't seem so. He's got his teammate. I believe that was non-Z was able to get out with camo. Oh, got Niji there. Takes out one player on Waystation. Doesn't opt to take the team's shotgun as 3 go down for Waystation temporarily. And so far, shows her a lot of back and forth. And that floor loot we mentioned definitely playing a large part of it.
Yeah, amen to that, sir. And I'm going to be honest, and if any of our viewers, I'm using this opportunity as I'm watching Halo Rec League to kind of pay a little bit closer attention to the bottom left-hand corner of the map, because I really don't know callouts very well at this map. So I think, you know, watching these guys play here at Argyle, giving me an opportunity to not only learn some maybe movement options that I didn't know existed, as you know, Halo's capability for creative movement is quite boundless. I'm going to be able to witness that on top of the callouts and try to improve my efficacy at this map in general.
Yeah, without a doubt. A newly released map, as you mentioned. So if any of these players have been in the lab, whether just, you know, knowing the weapon spawns or if they've got any neat movement tricks up their sleeve, those curb slides, they'll definitely be able to push the chance of winning in their team's favor. Although still a lot of back and forth. You see Waystation, almost everyone's got about 2 kills, pretty even. Meanwhile, when we get wiped, you see Z Lofty there leading the whole lobby with 4 kills to his name with 2 assists to boot.
You see the perspective of Arianova. He was sitting kind of toward bottom mid. He's looking up toward one of the snipers, and he had a few really good shots. Wasn't able to pick up any assists from it, though, but he did do a lot of damage. Surprising that none of his teammates finished those kills, but either way, we're going to see even footing off the rip. No points have been captured. No flags have been touched. And we're almost 2.5 minutes here into this first match of this series of potentially 5 between We Get Wiped and Waystation here, and we proceed into week 2 of the Halo Rec League.
Yeah, a bit of a feeling out period here as Z Lofty picks up his 5th kill. His teammate Heim Slider has been able to catch up to him in the kill department. Normally on some maps, you'll see teams, you know, go between the moments where all the power-ups are on the field. You'll see on live fire, you know, when Sniper and Overshield come up, you'll see the match kind of move in waves. But on a map like Argyle, with so much loot on the field, I mean, every time we switch a player's POV soldier, they've got a different weapon in their hands, and they're going to work with it.
They're going to work, and they're doing good work. We see 2 players down on the side of Waystation, and as they respawn, they are in their base to defend Arianova. That commando got a nice buff. It feels really good right now. You see a lot of usage of it because of how good it feels. And you just love to see that this game started off in such a great state, and it's just quality of life is going to continue to improve every single year, and it's amazing to be a part of this. I really love this journey. 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, 2 players down. We're going to see the first flag grab from Maniac, as he has great team top mid support, Lazy as well as NT and Z. The rotate, get Lofty, kill Lofty. They kill Niji. It's very, very close. Unfortunately, 2 of them go down. The flag's down right here at this first ramp. It's called the West Courtyard. Flag will be touched once again as NDNZ 420 is able to come through for that grab, and it's now all the way toward the middle of the map. That's the furthest forward that we've seen a flag thus far in this game, with a from Lofty.
Yeah, nice play. Oh, it seems the overextension has come through. Got Niji not quite making it out of the team's base with We Get Wipes flag, although both flags are out, so teams will have an opportunity to embrace the chaos. Waystation has fallen 3 down. Rip Booster has a chance to put his team on the board. I do believe that is the last member of Waystation still on the counterattack. And there it is. We Get Wipes. I mean, you mentioned Halo's quality of life. We Get Wipes' quality of life has definitely gone up as they score the first points in what's been a pretty hairy capture the flag.
Booster comes out on top, man. He has the top spot in the assist department for the entire lobby as well. We see his perspective as he gets overtaken. Puts his 7th kill on the board. 2 players make that 3 players now down on the side of Waystation, and we get wiped. really in a good position. Are they going to be able to push forward to grab this flag again?
They're looking really strong. Oh, what a no-scope from Rip Lazy. Oh my goodness. He picked up a kill with that sniper rifle just a couple moments earlier. That way station player thought he had the flank on him. Certainly made him think otherwise the next time he peeked his scope. Meanwhile, I'm Slider, able to pick up one. Not quite able to get deeper into We Get Wipe's base, though. Rip Lazy still has that sniper rifle. Opts to play a bit more defensively. I'm not sure if he's aware just how much space he has. Oh, maybe he is. Spots the players respawning in blue base. Takes him out with ease. He's still got 2 shots of that sniper rifle left to cook with. And so far, my man is cooking.
You see ND, and Z looking forward to the spawn of the Invis there at top mid in 10 seconds. Lazy with the sniper overlooking it. Now has a booster as well in his pocket, or a grappling hook rather. He's gonna get the final
nice
shot there. That's a killing frenzy from Lazy. Nutty usage of the loot. We see him with this sniper. 13 kills. He's the top player in the entire lobby. The grappling and hook. He almost grabbed that and brought it to himself, didn't he? Wait, he did do it. He did do it.
He did.
It didn't. It was a little visually glitchy, maybe as the observer, but yeah, that was a great usage of the grappling hook there to not have to sacrifice his position. He's going to continue this. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Hairy situation.
Uh-oh. That's a real hairy and weird situation, if you ask me, but creative usage of the grappling hook to try to get away from death there. Lazy trying to save his killing frenzy. I think that death was like in slow motion, and we're going to see a grab here from We Get Wiped as they move toward the middle of the map.
Yeah, Lazy trying to play his life, keep that killing frenzy alive. As you mentioned, it may have been too little, too late, as 2 went down there, and the way station flag did get pulled elsewhere on the field, though. We Got Wipes flag is also out, and may have the makings of a flag stalemate here. Both flags haven't exactly gone too far, though, although just as I say that, way station's flag has made it past the halfway point. Though big kill from I'm Slider to stop it in transit. Still another player to deal with, though, and it's NDNZ this time. I believe he hit a quick snipe and finished it off with a BR. Yep, there it is. You see that sniper in his back pocket. He's trying to inch it forward. Still, these way station players just pouring in. It seems 1 by 1. Now Niji here, he's got a big flank. He's only really got 1 chance to stop this flag cap. The rest of the We Get Wiped teammates able to buy the flag carrier some time, and 2 up go We Get Wiped in game 1, Sozer. Or wait, way station, pardon me.
We're going to see 2 points on the board, and yeah, this lead has grown. This is a pretty large map, and due to that, it makes it more difficult to get forward. You know, the 8-second, 10-second respawn time is used up by running just straight down the map, let alone, you know, some of the back and forth that you're required as you move toward the enemy's flag. So, you know, every kill that you get doesn't really benefit you as much when the map's a little bit longer. The enemy has time to spawn, has time to skip position before you're able to get to the enemy base to really have that forward position. But we see Area Nova kind of dancing up here. And he gets taken out. 3 players down, though, on the side of Way Station. Still up by 2, and it looks like Lofty's going to try to go for this flag grab.
Yeah, We Get Wiped eyeing to get their first points on the board. If they're able to get this, there's still a lot of time left to play. Another falls. Booster goes down on the side of Way Station, buying We Get Wiped a bit more time to run this flag. Certainly not the most efficient route of all time, but We Get Wiped has been able to give Z-Lofty plenty of space to work with the flag. Taking a bit of a pause, though. Z-Lofty thinks someone's here. He is definitely right. He's not quite sure where, though. Is that player in the pipes finally revealing himself? A nice no-scope. Didn't quite get the kill, though. Z-Lofty doesn't have too much time to play with, though. He's got to get out of here. He's got to score these points quick. Ooh, and he just turns the corner.
Dang.
Clutch play from Z-Lofty to get
Really
his
was.
We Get Wiped squad mates the first points. A nice no-scope to keep the pressure off him. And that was the enemy team sniper. He's got that more
Got the
sniper
ammo.
ammo in the back pocket. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and he got the good shot onto Lazy there. Got another kill onto Lazy there. Lofty and versus Lazy, it seems. Well, I mean, at least in the assist department, we're going to see Lofty quite high on the lobby list. Dang, once again, well-placed sniper shot. This player is quite impressive with their execution.
Yeah, taking down Rip Lazy earlier. Definitely not an easy kill. He leads the lobby in top both in kills and into the... I was about to say in the least deaths, but Z-Lofty now holds that crown. Isn't for too long, though, as he gets taken down. Elsewhere on the field, Niji trying to use some space to clear the flag. Unfortunately, he does get taken down. Now Arianova with that sniper in hand, looking to finish what his teammate started. He is able to get around the corner. Looks like it's just Booster there to stop him, but he's got to chase him. Elsewhere, ND, NZ, he's got that sniper rifle in hand. He doesn't want to give up Waystation sniper rifle to a we get wiped sniper again. He's playing it a bit safely. And it seems we've got some back and forth here, Sozer, as we get wiped are looking primed to tie this game up. Although 2 go down, I may have spoken too soon.
They did have an opportunity there, and they decided to take it mid, and that caught them in a pinch.
Oh, no.
Now going for the return. Lazy, strongest player on the team, is able to come through and get that return. That's huge right now. 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock. One of the final few potential opportunities for We Get Wiped to make a return and to stay in this first match.
Yeah, bold play to go towards the middle of the map there. Waystation are able to react well to it. And now We Get Wiped have really got to push into the 6th gear. They've got to move quickly. You mentioned the length of this map, Sozer. It definitely doesn't do a team any favors when they're down the way We Get Wiped are. Although Arianova spotted a Waystation player somewhere behind enemy lines. He seems to have lost him. Elsewhere on the field, that behind enemy lines player has made a mess. He's gotten 1 kill. He finally gets traded out. Now in the last second of the map, Sozer, We Get Wiped. They're stuck playing defense in the last 30 seconds. This is not where you want to be right now.
Yeah, but they are up by 1. 20 seconds left on the clock. I mean, if you're on the side of Waystation, then you're exactly where you want to be. But you know, as the time clocks down, you're going to see Slider here trying to just play a little bit of defense. He sees ND and Z approaching the base, but with only 5 seconds left, looks like they're going to touch the flag and try to go for a grab.
Oh yeah, it seems the flag is out, but oh, and a big double kill from Arianova.
They're just going for an extra point, giving the opportunity, giving the enemy an opportunity, really, aren't they?
You just gotta run it. No, We Get Wiped have the red team flag. If they put this in, they'll be able to tie the game, Sozer.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be an easy run. Two already go down now. 3. Now Zlofty's got to get in there and fast. Is he able to get this kill? He's got a shotgun.
Oh, he did touch it. He didn't touch it. It got returned.
Wow.
Dang, 1-2.
These teams are eager to get back into the action. I mean, with game 1 going into extra time, both of these teams want to prove that either their game 1 loss was a fluke or that their game 1 win wasn't a fluke, and they'll have about 50 kills to prove that here, as Arianova being the first player to fall.
And this is Slayer here, so every death matters. So with 2 points under the board for the side of Waystation, we're gonna see if they can maintain that. They are able to get control of the invis, but not for long. Fortunately, not able to keep that. And that's the first death for his team. 2 players down. Again, on the side of We Get Wiped, a lead by 4, 5-1. Waystation taking the top spot early on, setting a pace, and they're not going to slow down, man. That first win at CTF, that might have been just a short sign of what's to come. What a nade from Slider, collecting that proud double kill.
Just before this lead could get out of hand, a nice double kill from Slider calms the lead down. Now just a 4-kill lead for Lazy and the rest of the Waystation boys. Slider looking to pick up where he left off, ends up getting picked off in control. Now this game's slowing down a bit. We haven't seen the shock rifle come out just yet, but still are very early. It is only a matter of time.
They were able to kind of, level the playing field a little bit. At one point in time, there was a much greater deficit, but now they're only down by 4. So I'm not discounting at all We Get Wiped quite yet. Both teams are approaching tonight's match with a record of 1-1. So similar to our first series of tonight's event, we're going to go in with both of these teams having their first loss as on the table. One of them has to take that loss. And with 1 win under the belt of Waystation already, we're going to see We Get Wiped now being challenged. And it almost seems like they're answering that. Lofty is quite the player, is he not, Sandwich?
Yeah, man has been having a game. He led his team. I believe he led his team in kills in game 1 and now in game 2 early on, but he's already got 5 kills to his name. Looking to make it 6. Can't quite pick it up. Is able to get a couple of assists for his trouble though, and the active camo. Surely a good chance for Lofty here to find some of these way station players off of respawn and get a couple more notches under his belt. Does he know where these way station players are spawning, though? He spotted one in back elevator. It seems Maniac has caught in a whiff of him. He picks up a punch, and he's able to take out the active camo player there. Z Lofty, I mean, the active camo eyes on Rip Maniac to spot him there. Z Lofty not able to pick up any more kills. Well, I am Slider. He's got that shock rifle in hand, and see if he's able to cook with it. So I'm always excited to see some shock rifle action on the field.
I'm like studying right now. Right there. What a perfect shot. You love it. And he even got the shot on the fall. That provided the double. You love to see it.
My goodness, let this man cook. Still got the shock rifle in his hands. See how way station adapts. Surely this player's been called out. They're saying if you're on that hydro side of the field, beware. Right. Shock rifle menace running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it. None of these way station players, they're spotting. If he hasn't been called out, they're spotting that scope. But they're doing well not to make it easy on him.
They're only up by one, man. They've minimized this deficit. We get wiped is staying in this second game. You know, and now they've leveled the playing field. Are they going to be able to take the upper hand here? Yes, they have the lead. Man, way station is coming back in this. It's just funny that they've been able to stay in it. You know, with the initiation being down by I think 5, maybe 6 total, and we're still seeing this an even fight. Ooh, these teams know when to give and take.
Yeah, definitely a battle of two heavyweights so far. Question will be which two of these teams will blink in this staring contest. It's not too rare for games to be tied towards the mid game. It is normally around once one or both teams start hitting the 30s. That normally is crunch time. You'll see teams alter their play style as the game reaches an end, or you'll see one of these teams really start to pull away. But so far, both teams content to go back and forth. See Z Lofty with that commando. We mentioned just how strong it is. Putting that on full display there. Getting Iggy out in long haul. Able to pick up a trade. A lot of fighting going on, but as we mentioned, the scoreline keeps rising. Both teams really content to play at this frenetic pace. Wow. Neither team slowing down or altering their play style too much just yet.
Yeah, it's funny. So some people are like always in-game players. You know, like like how you mentioned that people play slower toward in-game. Some people always are like that.
Yeah, you'll see some teams always be like that, always looking to.
Well, you gotta ask yourself why not. If you can have a disposition that's more careful and would mitigate death, why not use it? Why wait until the end of the match when it matters more?
That is an excellent question. I think in the beginning of the game, I mean, some teams just think they're better. I think it's a strategy you pull out when the game really gets closer and you're not sure if you're going to be the team that comes out in the end. When games are at this high frenetic pace, the better team will always win. The better mechanical team will always be able to win.
Ooh.
That end game. So we are steadily approaching that as both teams have crossed the 30 kill mark. You'll see teams rely less on that mechanical difference and they'll turn it into a team game. Can one team set up the best 4-man hold or the best 4-man push? And surely we'll see that as both teams have been playing so close together so far.
We Get Wiped has just been able to kind of come back at a little bit more of a lead as we saw them do in the beginning. Lofty as well as Slider, top players on the side of We Get Wiped. We're going to see Booster as well as Lazy on the side of Way Station take the top spots for their teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a bit of a two-headed snake going on the Way Station side. On the Way Station side, 2 players in double figures. And there it is. Way Station have crossed that 40 kill mark. Have a bit of a deficit, or a bit of a cushion rather. About 5 kills. Oh my goodness, Booster had a bit of a flank, can't quite get the stick. Picks up the kill the old-fashioned way with that BR.
When you don't want it to happen, it happens. Now a lead by 7. Here with only 7 deaths left. Make that 6 as Arianova takes another one for his team. 44-36, we're winding out toward the end of the second match here between Waste Station and We Get Wiped on the Halo Rec League's Week 2 of Season 6 continues. 5 points until Waste Station can confirm this victory.
Yeah, without a doubt. And if there was ever a time for, I mean, for specifically We Get Wiped to slow things down, now would be the time, as this lead has ballooned, Sozer. These two teams were in a staring contest just 10 points earlier, but now the final 10 kills. I mean, Waste Station they flipped the switch. They've done something, Sozer, because this lead has absolutely ballooned.
It really has. It was that in-game flip of the switch. They started playing differently, man. And they could have flipped it the whole time, but Lazy with 15, 10 and 10, Booster with 18 and 10, the Rec League, and we're about to get into what could be the third and final game between Waste Station and We Get Wiped here in this Challenger Premade South division. HaloRecLeague.com.
So far, it seems We Get Wiped have gotten the very first second of ball time. They opt to play it towards the A side. Hardly a setup though, as Lazy able to sneak into the back line. Who nearly gets a triple kill, not quite to be though. Now Overshield coming up off the respawn. Waste Station in prime position to play for it. We Get Wiped trying to contest it. Able to take down one, and Booster has to give up his position and perhaps the Overshield. I'm not sure who's got it. Oh, never mind. There it is. It seems we've got Niji running down. Dummies looking to make a mess. Trying to get that sniper out of Booster's hands. Ooh, Booster turns the corner into another We Get Wiped player, and that sniper falls. Overshield paying dividends for We Get Wiped, as they were able to pick up a couple kills and probably get that sniper rifle back into their hands.
25 points on the board. And we're going to see none other than We Get Wiped having the response here in the third game. They're going to get some time on this scoreboard. And some kills here off the start, as almost double the amount of kills on the board. Actually double, a double kill. Area Nova. Slider also with a consecutive kill, which leaves 3 down. On the side of Waste Station, as this initial round of oddball seems to be stacked to the side of the team who's yet to win a round. They're dedicated to winning this one. We Get Wiped with 55 points on the board.
Yeah, We Get Wiped, ironically enough, not looking to get wiped in this series. They're playing a different kind of Halo right now. It's Area Nova, a double kill to pick up his 8th kill. He's 8-1 right now. Having an absolute game as his reign of terror is finally put to an end. I'm Slider off the respawn, trying to give aid to Niji there at window, trying to keep this setup in his team's favor. Able to pick up one, gets traded out by scoreboard. Now Z Lofty off the respawn, trying to make a mess of Waste Station's attempt at a setup here. It will be difficult though. That Overshield player going to be a mess. Booster. Yeah, Booster just looking for blue players and running directly into them.
It's really nice, though. Waste Station has the ball back. They have control. And now it's their opportunity to answer this initial 74-point lead that We Get Wiped was able to maintain here in the first part of this round of oddball at live fire, and what could be the third and final match here in this series between Waste Station and We Get Wiped. And not quite following through on their initial 11 points, but 2 players down. I think they might have thrown the ball down to get some kills, and that seems to have worked for them because the ball is now back in their possession. They're now back in a position of scoring.
Yeah, and We Get Wiped spawning so far away from the setup because they had to go all the way out to Turbine to pick up the oddball where they threw it. Versus We Get Wiped. You know, sometimes you'll have teams spawn close out by back B, or sometimes even by Turbine, if the positions are wacky enough, but Waste Station positions so wide out and force We Get Wiped to spawn so far away from the oddball. Ooh, and I'm Slider with the repulse, trying to throw him off the map. Isn't meant to be. Still got one repulsor in his back pocket. He might try again. Ooh, not to be. C gets taken out. So the rest of his We Get Wiped teammates continuing to just hold the ball. Ooh, and it seems we might have a crash here. The game has been called early. Went after that restart. We start with Booster trying to secure that sniper rifle for his. The rest of his Waste Station teammates have already made it onto sandbags. Yeah, he's executed the flank, but there's no We Get Wiped players there. Bit of a bait and switch, and We Get Wiped make out with the sniper. Although the final Waste Station players made it out with the ball and the heat wave, so kind of an even trade. I'm Slider just missing that shot that would have secured the trade. The ball is finally down. It's not played off the map quite yet.
No, it's not. It's only 2 points have been on the board. Lazy's going to go for this. Gets caught down there in the channel behind tower. Lofty's up on bridge, getting shots down onto booster. I saw someone just sneak under him. Yes, NZ. He's going to go ahead and shove the ball off with the repulsor. Smart move, sir. And getting that, making sure the enemy team is going to collect that win. There's a double kill from Lofty. Is he going to get the triple? No nades in the pocket, or you might have had that one right there.
Yeah, really big brain play there. He knew the player was on overshield. He's not going to let that guy go to work and clear out the rest of his team and get his team a setup. Instead, start at 0. And starting at 0, they've gone from 0 to 100 real quick as we get wiped off of the field, and Waystation have got their first setup of the game.
I mean, right now, we're going to see Waystation take the lead or come close to it. They dropped the ball right before they were about to take the lead. I think he did that to try to get some kills, do some damage. He did take the lead there. The ball is down in the top of tower, and then he just went ahead and threw it off. Lazy was the last one left. He didn't want to forecast his death by trying to hold on to the ball too long and being caught with his pants down and not being able to fire back. So he just threw it off, played the move, made the call to his teammates, and his teammates were tried to get there on the respawn. And Maniac is able to get the ball after it's been grabbed and moved out into the yard here. But the overshield is now up. These players now see that as they move toward that position of power.
Yeah, it seems Waystation opting for that scrappy ball time. They are able to take the lead, but they may have given up a setup and potentially the overshield as well. Not entirely sure. I'd bet money that someone on We Get Wipes got the overshield running around. Meanwhile, Lofty trying to clear out this east side of the field for his team. Spotted one. He's got the repulsor in hand. He's able to boop him off the map. Wow. He's able to keep his life as well. What a play. Without heads up play with that repulsor. So his work is not quite done. There is I Am Slider, that We Get Wipes player with the overshield. Got to get rid of these Waystation players to get a team a setup here back C, and it seems he has. He's not quite looking for the ball just yet. That sniper rifle's coming up in 5 seconds. They've got work to do. Their work is not quite over here.
Area Nova has the commander in tow. Got a few shots onto the guy at Nest. Sniper's up. Lofty and team with it. Lazy taking a fall. 2 players down on the side of Waystation. 41 to 43. Very close oddball match. Here's what could be the final one if Waystation can confirm this victory. But We Get Wiped back up against the wall. And they're wanting to come through with this victory. Reminder of the padded score in the final round of this oddball match. NZNT with a gets shot with a pretty slick snipe there from I Am Slider.
Yeah, not a bad play. Odds are NDNZ was going off the map regardless, but Slider made sure it was on his terms as he picks up a killing spree. Can't quite find that 6th kill. Surely his teammate gets him an assist, and there it is. Now I'm Slider positioning so aggressively, trying to stop Waystation. Waystation have just been, every time they end up down in players, one of those final players just ends up taking the ball and putting it in a really dangerous position. It seems it's happened again as We Get Wiped have to take the long way towards the C setup.
They're only up by 3. Waystation has the lead currently, but We Get Wiped grabs the ball and is in a position of scoring and is now back in the lead. It has been a back and forth game. Both teams have been very pressing to try to mitigate the enemy from being in a position of scoring for long. They've both been seemingly effective at that. If we look at the scoreboard, though, Lofty and I Am Slider, top slayers in the lobby. And it's nice to see the We Get Wiped team stepping up to the plate and really coming through strong for their team.
Yeah, so far so, Zero. Although this first round back on live fire has been a bit closer than the one we saw before the restart. We Get Wiped have found some lightning in that bottle of theirs. You mentioned those 2 players in double digits and got Niji there. He had nearly all of the ball time in that round before the restart. He's continued his tremendous objective play here with about 64 seconds to his name. Lofty trying to keep that heat wave in play. We Get Wiped played the ball, but it doesn't seem they played it off of the map. Seems to have gone the way of Turbine, if my eyes serve me correctly. Z with Lofty falls. Got Niji. He's eyeing Maniac, the final player left.
What a machine.
4 players go down per Waystation. This might be We Get Wipes round. Waystation gonna have one more chance off the spawn. They gotta go quick, Sozu.
It really looks close here. If they're able to get this 5 seconds, they're only 19 points from victory.
Oh, wow. And they secure it. Waystation hot on their tails, but aren't quite able to get there.
Wow, man. So we're going to see both of these teams approach this potentially final match. NZ going for rockets. Lofty with the upper hand is able to grab it. Get another kill with the rockets. Can he get the triple? Almost
Ooh, wow.
with the triple.
Had a big chance there to perhaps pick up the over, but the rocket's not quite on his side. A cheeky play from Waystation. You see off the respawn, they basically all go down that cafe side. It seems the Waystation boys would much rather have A than C, although we get wiped, probably favoring A themselves, do well to make sure that doesn't get swept out from under them.
Lofty's still the machine that he is with 3 kills on the board. Top Slayer in the lobby early on. Less than a minute in the game, and we already see 23 points on the board from the side of We Get Wiped. And they're going to come for this response too. I mean, initially we saw We Get Wiped retake, but right after that, yet another one. So it's nice to see them continue to press this so hard.
Oh, wow.
We're not going to see rotates. I think we're going to see a strap. If anything, we're going to see a strap. AB locked. Force them to spawn in C. All 3 dead. Right here's the lock start.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, Waystation trying to break out of C. Forget. They do send 1 player to B who ends up getting taken out, but they don't go for the 4 strong push to take B. They're looking to start with A, and they finally do so. But this isn't quite an uncontested point cap as Niji's looking to take it back in his team's hands. He spots 1, the unfortunate turnaround. He looks there for a second longer and he spots Lazy. Fortunately, his teammate is able to take him down. Well, Rip Maniac might have given Z Lofty a high five there, a bit of a headbutt. Z Lofty able to take him down.
This is a friendly high five mid-war. Oh, what a nade. To full
Nice
domination.
grenade.
Look at this. We Get Wiped. They are really stepping up to the plate here toward the end of this series, and they're going to go for the gunner. They want this win, and they want the reverse sweep under their belt.
Ooh, what a play from Slider there. Cheeky slide. Cheeky last second slide from the Slider to keep the rockets in his team's hands. He's still got 2 of them. He's looking to cook with them. He knows someone's on A. The first rocket doesn't get the kill. The second one surely confirms it. And my goodness, We Get Wiped still have a triple cap. Finally, Waystation able to get a tap onto B. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to convert here, Sozer, as We Get Wiped responding to this little tap brilliantly. As 3 go down uncontested. 3 for 0 for We Get Wiped.
120 points on the board for We Get Wiped. You love to see how well they're playing. Slider with the well-placed boost in the melee and then helping his teammate. All 3 dead for both sides of this game. And Niji as well as NDNZ both caught 1 shot there in the final. Wow, that's literally everyone just died there except for 1 player.
Yeah, both teams, I mean, sending all players. If you're a Waystation, you've got to be firing at all cylinders here. They finally put that trip cap to an end, but We Get Wiped have formed a... They've got a tight grip on this game already, so they're 176 and counting to 20. Sheesh.
I mean, we're only 70 points away from confirming victory for We Get Wiped, and we will see the 5th series of this match unfold. If that is the case, they only need to confirm almost 60 more points. Yeah, I believe they can do it. I believe they can take this to Slayer Aquarius, and I believe they can win that.
Yeah, it seems that lightning in the bottle, they've still got it. I am Slider with 13 kills, Z Lofty with kills. This is a lot of kills, but this hasn't been a very long game, ladies and gentlemen. Just about 3 minutes of game time here, if my math, or 4 minutes of game time there. Thank you, timer, that I didn't look at. It's got Niji looking to clear out A. Ooh, can't quite get so, but his teammates able to secure the trade. Z Lofty with another double kill. 17 kills and still a rocket in his back pocket.
He's got a rocket in a pocket and 20 points to bear as a full domination is currently underway. Looks like the Waystation team was able to touch 2 of those points, which gets the scoring to stop for just a moment. B site gets touched. They're still in a position of scoring with only 7 seconds left before We Get Wiped confirms this victory. And folks, they're going to be able to do exactly that. We are going into match 5 of the Halo Rec League here in week 2, 250. Not, but we're going to see how well they can use the invis, what their efficacy is with the dynamo grenades, and we're going to see the perspective here of Got Niji as he sits at the charging inside of utility. He approaches here behind his team as he pushes up top mid. He sees 3 of the enemies in the enemy team.
Grenade.
2 players just died, didn't they? A team kill there.
An unfortunate grenade. I think it was Slider taking down Arya Nova, or the other way around. Waystation wiping out the other player there. Lofty with the active camo, and the commando gets turned around, but just barely is able to get out that kill.
Lofty's really in the zone right now, isn't he?
Yeah, Lofty has been gaming. He went crazy last round, nearly getting 20 kills in the shortest strongholds I've ever seen. Has already got 2 kills in this deciding game 5.
4-4 here in the final match between We Get Wiped and Waystation. Both of these teams, you know, you can tell just based on how they're playing. Like, look at Booster. He's looking at his team. He's trying to stick with his team. He's not overcommitting. He's staying centered. And up against Slider, man, Slider is a force to be reckoned with. Oh, a little team nade there, I think, from the side of Sliders again. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to. Booster's going to go down from the side of Sliders. He flanks around back. Maniac also getting shot from back with a commando. 7-8, 8-8 now. Tied once again. Wow. Another trade there.
Very close match. Yeah, both teams going back and forth. It seems to have that frenetic pace the Recharge Slayer has, although this time around both teams not exactly worried about a shock rifle. They're both teams content to really hold their positions, or at the very least push with a teammate. They're not looking to win that pivotal gunfight off the back of a shock rifle or a rocket launcher. As we've mentioned, they've got to play some purist team shooting. You know, heat wave and camo is as powerful as you're going to get on this map. We're getting some purism Halo here in a really close game 5.
This is game 5, man. It's hard to believe that we've seen such ridiculous performance from these players tonight. 4-point deficit now as We Get Wiped has the lead. Man, if they take this win, we have a reverse sweep tonight. It's gonna be so crazy.
Farther looking primed to do it. A 4-kill lead. Does Niji know he's sliding on basically the whole Waystation team? Maybe not. Surely the rest of his teammates are armed with that knowledge as Lofty, the commando, and the shock grenades. Devastating combo on this map. Elsewhere on the field, Arya Nova also has got the commando in their hands. Seems the We Get White boys are forgetting about BR starts. They're looking for commando starts on this side of the field. Although Arya Nova, or on this map, Arya Nova does get taken down though. Niji trying to avenge his teammate. Ends up needing some avenging himself. I'm Slider with a nice backsmack. I'm Slider already up to a nice 9-5 as this game approaching the halfway point.
It's crazy, man. 20-19. And if you remember, there was a betrayal at the beginning, so they really, if this match loses by 1, isn't that gonna suck?
My goodness, is Lofty, the trigger discipline hiding behind the entire Waystation team, all of them -1 it seems. That final player able to pick off the assassin in the backline. Now Rip Lazy, the final player on Waystation. We Get Wiped has found him, not before he's able to pick up a kill for his trouble though. Still hasn't gotten traded out. Oh, and I'm Slider losing sight of him for just a second, but is able to quickly pick up that kill. A lot of trades going down in the yellow fridge area of the map. Maniac says he doesn't want to be a part of that. Opts to leave. Booster eager to get into this battle though. Picks up 1 kill, and there the trade comes. And so far, yet again, halfway point, this game is still as close as ever with Rip Lazy. He's got the camo in his hand. Let's see if he'll be able to give his team the lead back.
Down by 2. You can see Waystation from the perspective of Lazy.
Oh, the first shot misses. Oh, he is able to get Arya Nova down there. Rest of his We Get Wiped teammates not in position for the trade, and now Lazy running with a teammate in a strong, really strong position here. If he doesn't get the kill, surely the teammates he's running with can. But Rip Lazy is able to pick up 1. Isn't watching his back though. Seems the 2 teammates may have split, and We Get Wiped able to capitalize, taking down that active camo player.
Very true, but still a deficit of 4. We get wiped. Able to maintain this lead here, and it's just not looking good for Waystation. Something changed, man. I'm telling you that it was like something clicked for We Get Wiped. They were just able to step up to the plate, and you can see in the way that they play that they're just wired. Like, they're in the zone. They are really playing. They are doing very well. Yes, I am Slider with 15 kills now on the board, leading by a total of 6 as we approach the end of the final match here on Halo Rec League's week 2 in the Season 6, the Challenger Premade South Division.
Yeah, 4 go down there briefly for Waystation, and now We Get Wiped have got a 7-kill lead. It's been a really close game. We Get Wiped seem to be pulling away in the mid-game, as it often happens. And I Am Slider, I mean, you mentioned what's been clicking. I Am Slider's definitely been clicking. Double positive for the brother or sister behind the controller there. 15 and 7 with 4 assists and change. When a game is this close, you look at the scoreboard. I mean, it's easy to feel good about your chances of winning when you see your teammates going 15 and 7.
That, plus we have control of the power weapons. We see Lofty effectively grabbing that invis and mitigating death there. He's getting information. He's putting some
damage. They might have spotted him.
They did spot him, didn't they? Got a total of 7-point lead and 7 points to victory. Two players down, make that 3.
We Get Wiped, inching ever closer to the reverse sweep.
I cannot believe that the final part of this match is almost about to happen, and the reverse sweep from We Get Wiped is about to occur. 44-40. I mean, right now, Waystation's still in this. They have to step up to the plate and just secure these kills. I Am Slider, 3 players down on the side of We Get Wiped, 2 down on the side of Waystation. Slider with the nade. Maniac's going to come out on top. We're only down by a deficit of 2. We're down to the wire here. Waystation versus We Get Wiped. Who can take this victory?
An absolute nail-biter. Just as we're talking about how the reverse sweep is a done deal. Waystation able to sneak back into this game. Surely the pace of play should slow down as both teams not looking to give up this series. Rip Booster, he gets taken down. We Get Wiped only need 2 kills. Make that 1. Now these Waystation stragglers in hot pursuit of a defensive position. Look at them running back to their spawners. Only issue is Argyle. He's got the heat wave. He's got the heat.
Oh, there it is. That's the confirmation of victory. And we have a reverse sweep, folks, as the final match unfolds.